Forget the price charts. The US government is putting official economic data on a blockchain.
Welcome back, folks. Time to catch up with the market on SoSoValue Crypto Daily. All right, let's kick things off with a market overview. We're seeing some nice green shoots today. The total crypto market cap has climbed back to $3.93 trillion. That's a solid 1.9% gain in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin is leading the charge, rebounding 1.2% to a very healthy $111,300. But the real star of the show among the majors is Ethereum, surging 2.7% to hit $4,500. It's great to see these gains spread out across the board, with most sectors up 1 to 3%. A steady recovery is exactly what we love to see. Now, for our top story, and believe me, this is a big one. The U.S. Department of Commerce just announced it's going to start publishing official economic statistics. We're talking major data like GDP on a blockchain. The Secretary of Commerce, Howard Lutnick, confirmed this. The goal here is to make government data more transparent and completely tamper-proof. Think about it. Economic numbers that you can verify on-chain that can't be secretly changed or fudged. This is a massive vote of confidence from the U.S. government. It's not just some side project. It's a high-profile use case that could pave the way for other federal agencies to follow. For the fundamental value of this technology, this is a huge, huge win. Okay, from a government win to a market reality check, let's talk about World Liberty Financial, or WLFI. Its futures contract just launched on the Hyperliquid platform and, oof, it was a rough debut. The price absolutely plunged, dropping more than 44% in just a few hours, going from an opening of $0.44 all the way down to below $0.25. That means its market cap got slashed from a planned $44 billion to around $24 billion. Now get this, trading volume was huge, over $59 million, but the annualized funding rate was a staggering negative 35%. For anyone new, a negative funding rate means a ton of traders are betting the price will keep going down. This really highlights how cautious the market has become about tokens tied to political figures or those without a real solid business model, especially after we saw a few other politically themed meme coins collapse recently. Next up, let's talk about Ethereum because we've got a fascinating situation here. ETH just hit a new record high this week, touching nearly $4,946. You'd think the DeFi world would be throwing a party, right? Well, not exactly. On-chain data shows that activity in the Ethereum DeFi ecosystem is actually pretty quiet. The total value locked, or TVL, is sitting at $91 billion. That sounds like a lot, but it's way below its peak of $108 billion back in November 2021. Even the amount of ETH locked in DeFi is down to 21 million from a previous high of 29.2 million. So what gives? It seems this price rally is being driven more by big money institutional capital rather than a DeFi boom. The silver lining? It means there is massive room for growth. If things get easier for retail investors or more institutions to jump into DeFi, that sector could seriously take off. Shifting gears to regulation, there's some concerning news coming out of the CFTC, which is America's main regulator for crypto derivatives. Kristen Johnson, the last remaining Democrat on the commission, just announced she's resigning. This leaves the agency basically leaderless, with only an acting chair remaining while the nominee for the new chair is still waiting for Senate confirmation. At a time when everyone in crypto is crying out for regulatory clarity, having the key regulator in limbo creates a lot of uncertainty, and you know how much the market hates uncertainty. And speaking of a mix between politics and crypto, prediction market platform Polymarket just announced a major investment from 1897 Capital, a venture fund backed by none other than Donald Trump Jr., who is also joining Polymarket's advisory board. This is huge because Polymarket, which has already handled billions in trades this year, recently acquired a CFTC licensed exchange. This move basically paves the way for them to operate legally in the US and marks a new era of deep integration between political figures and decentralized trading platforms. Finally, let's end on some exciting news for altcoin lovers, especially the Link Marines out there. Asset manager Bitwise has officially filed an S1 with the SEC to launch the very first spot Chainlink ETF in the US. Right after the news broke, Link's price jumped about 5% from its lows. This is exactly the trend we've been waiting for. After the massive success of the Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs, asset managers are now setting their sights on other large-cap altcoins. This could be the start of a whole new wave of institutional crypto products. To the moon for altcoin ETFs? We'll have to wait and see. That's a wrap for today's update. Catch you tomorrow, same time, same place. Cut through the chaos. Focus on what drives the crypto market. Stay on top of crypto research, all in one place at SoSoValue.com.